Okay. Hi, Prath. How are you doing today?
Hey Jagant, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, so I'll just introduce myself first. I'm Javant. I'm a junior in high school, and I'm probably going to be majoring in electrical engineering.
Nice to meet you. Okay, let me also give my brief introduction. So, hey everyone, I'm Parth Rana. Currently, I am Assistant Vice President in State Street. I'm working in a quantitative risk domain and majorly like focusing on model risk management portion of the firm. And regarding my background, I have also worked with Goldman Sachs in data uh, analytics department, and previously worked with SSIM for developing different machine learning models for financial firms. And I have completed my master degree in industrial engineering and my bachelor degree in mechanical engineering. Like from starting, I have very great interest in coding, robotics, which led me to quant world of the finance.
Okay. That's pretty interesting. So just a quick question. So how did you go from like engineering, like mechanical engineering into like quantitative science? Like how was that transition? What made you want to do that? And how was the experience for you?
So, frankly speaking, when I started back in 2013, when I started my mechanical engineering, I was not clearly sure, okay, which domain I want to go. But yeah, I tried like different things, different kind of projects, and I spoke with different people. I also tried to publish papers just to understand whether I fit in like research domain or no. uh, I also applied for patents, uh, and I can say like that 4 years of mechanical engineering, I just tried everything, each and everything. But yeah, like during that time, I understood okay that I'm good at coding, I can do that. And another thing I understood is when like whatever technology it is or domain it is, it's most important that you are making an impact.
Yeah.
Whether you are, let's say, in research or you are in company like or any let's say financial institution,
Hmm.
or even let's say you are the teacher, it's more important how you are making impact. So that's my primary focus. And second thing, okay, what are my skills where I'm good at? So by leveraging that, my focus is always how I can like make the impact. So that's how like it started. And even like after completing my mechanical engineering, I worked for mining organization, which was into like resource mining, like zinc, silver, lead. And during that time, okay, I understood how different companies are working, like, and before like with whenever we are in the college, I it's very minimum exposure that how things are actually working. But when you go to the corporate setup or like organizational setup, you can see okay like how we can make like different decisions and how it can actually bring revenue inside the company, and which can might be saving some money or saving time or saving energy. That's also kind of impact you are making. So by combining everything, I decided to pursue data science major when I was thinking about my master degree. And during that time, I can say I was more clear what exactly I want to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, in total, it took me 5 years, but yeah, in 5 years, I have tried many things.
Mhm.
I sometimes I failed, okay, sometimes I excel. So I think that gave me a sense of idea that okay, how things are working. But yeah, that was my overall journey. And when I came here, I got internship same in like quant domain where I need to build different rates model for fixed income domain in finance. So yeah, definitely I'm not from the finance industry, but I have like adaptive nature. I can quickly learn. Okay, what are the different type of data, how those are related, what are the uh, kind of important stuff to achieve something. But yeah, like again, like my main focus skills I can say is data coding and maths, and that's
Oh,
where I'm focusing my best.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. So, just a quick question about your journey. Obviously, you talked about a lot of exploring different fields and stuff. So, as a young person, how can that who feels that like everyone should already have things like planned out and like known for like the next 5 to 10 years? As a young person, how did you navigate like the different challenges that come with not knowing exactly what you want to pursue?
I think as a you should start with, I guess, talking with different people who are already in the industry, or like, who are kind of ahead in the journey. So when I was at that place, I was talking with my seniors at my college, and also few industry experts. And I was just trying to understand, okay, what's going on, what I can do. And the second thing, take any of the project, try to just rebuild that. Even
Mhm,
like while rebuilding, you will get many perspective, uh, what you cannot get by just looking at something.
mhm,
So I'm not I'm not telling everyone to do something really innovative, something new. Since we are just starting off, it's better to understand the depth, better to understand different variables in your field, and then it's better if you can take off.
mhm.
Uh, so I think two advice: one, talk to people. Uh, People are happy to help. Like just go and talk with them, and they're really happy to help. And second thing, get your hand dirty and like try to do something by your own.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
could fail. Uh, that's also learning. But yeah, current right now many resources available, right? Like
Mhm,
uh, Gemini, Claude, ChatGPT, use any of the models, or like ask, okay, how I can build something. I'm not just talking about, let's say, coding perspective, but let's say if you are into some robotics, or let's say something totally different, finance, or uh, some art related field, but give it a try in that way.
mhm.
And once you have something to show, I think you have much better clarity
Yeah.
that how to start, what are the difficulties, and how to actually complete something.
Yeah, yeah, I know for sure, and especially in the day and age of like AI and all these like new technologies that are like coming. Obviously, it's super easy to like learn new things, and especially like to explore new concepts and learn new things. It's much easier to have to be able to learn these new things instead of having to like go to college and learn all these things, spend like 4 years. You could obviously learn these things on your own, and it could obviously better help you determine what path you want to do or what you want to do in life. So, what was your usage of AI looking like, and how did you use AI or use these new technologies to better move ahead in your life and ahead in general?
I can, yeah, so I can actually divide into two to three portions. One thing definitely like day-to-day use. So previously, let's say if you have some question, you will go to Google, like try to explore multiple pages. Yeah, now you can like get everything, very crisp knowledge. So definitely I am in all like simplest form. Let's say if there is a new gadget, I don't know how to use it, I will just show it to Gemini in video mode, and I will ask. I think it will go through the user manual, and it will help me to operate something. So that's the very basic way. Let's say if something is regarding, I can say it's helping me in a very great way to understand the situations. Let's say if I'm in particular situation and I want to understand, okay, what is different perspective if I want to get. I think in such way it's really helping me. Uh, and Another question I would like to include, so I'm also building with AI. So yeah, like in that portion, it's getting like more technical where you need to understand the depth of like different models, parameters, and what is your objective. Also, what are the like limitations or the like in term of even budget, what's the limitation? And by optimizing everything, if you want to build something, I think that's great way. I think I personally I see as a exactly similar to like internet when around like 1999 when internet came around that time like for the normal people, and I think people had access using their PCs. It was kind of like everything is like okay .com era, now it's .ai era. Definitely many things will going to collapse, entirely fail, but you can understand the opportunity while building with AI. Previously, you never had like such level of customization possible. Now you can understand your user, or you can understand like different, if it's game like different players, or let's say if it is finance, then like financial stuff of each person in much detail. You can curate your solution around it, and you can, bring more impact out of
Yeah,
those data. So
exactly.
how I'm thinking, like it's not genie where you just ask for like three wishes and it will complete it. It's not like that. It's
Yeah,
very it's very sophisticated yet expensive technical tool, and you need to understand okay how to operate it, how to actually bring value out of it for your business or for your work. So
so
that's really important.
yeah, so on that note, in terms of like technicalities and like learning how to use AI for coding and like building projects and like doing new things, where's a good starting point for a beginner to learn these sorts of technical skills that you have now, and in terms of building with code?
So, okay, yeah, I will again say just to start with, um, start by building like very simple, let's say, I'm taking, okay, example of web app,
Hmm.
simple website. Try to build a very simple website with any of the coding tool, right? So that could be the first step where you will be able to understand that it's not that easy, that okay you will give just one line and it will create everything. You need to come up with a proper architecture. You need to come up with a proper data structure, and then you need to come up with user experience flow, and step by step you need to like create it. So yeah, let's say just for starting, build very simple app, might be uh, similar to, let's say, marketplace, or similar to mm, something like Etsy, or I'm not talking about entire like payment system and everything,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But the on the first page UI, what it looks like, try to build something like that. So I think
Hmm.
that will be the first stage. Now you are able to understand, okay, how data is getting stored, and how different interactions are being done. So now the next stage is how you can make it AI enabled. So in the
Hmm.
next step, you will understand MCP server.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, how you are going to uh, access your different technical components using AI. So that's where you will understand, okay, MCP server built that. And third year, even after building MCP server, it's very basic, but you need to come up with, different type of data structure for your application, where because now your user is talking into plain English language, you need to like fetch it, put it into proper data structure, pass it to, let's say, second layer of LLM, which
Hmm.
will decide, okay, what to do. And then it will talk with your MCP server, change everything, like change your data set or calculate something, right?
Yeah.
Bring back the result and show it to your user. Well, like some post processing also required. So
Hmm.
think about like if you are taking, let's take marketplace example right now.
Hmm.
First, you are building it. You are building with simple UI UX where user will go and click, search few things, filter out and all that stuff. But in the next layer, user will go and just say, okay, I am interested in buying bicycle which is under $50 near, let's say, 10-mile radius and blue color, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And by taking just that text, how it can break into proper data structure, identify particular things, and for you, it should also send messages to the sellers.
Hmm.
And let's say if it can also negotiate on your behalf, I think that's something will be the next level.
Yeah.
Because it's not like, okay, you have used AI, so it's a agentic thing. No, no, it's supposed to save time. It's supposed to save money in some
Yeah.
way. And if it's doing negotiation, if it's doing like proper filtration, and if it can understand like a person who is in front of you, the seller person, and if it can like get the best deal, I think that level of intelligence we want.
Yeah, yeah. So I think basically what I'm understanding is to start off with like AI and stuff, you just want to like go in and explore instead of like trying to wait or like trying to find some sort of way to start. You should just go in, explore, try to make the most basic thing
Yeah,
and maybe reference like something that's already been made
yeah,
and try to do that. Is that correct? Sort of what you're
yeah.
saying? Yeah, and then obviously throughout your journey, you can obviously advance into more of this AI agentic stuff and just progress through it through your knowledge and learn more. So just to pivot from this AI topic, so I noticed you were also in quantitative finance. Obviously, you said that wasn't your like main thing, but you obviously are in quant finance, and a lot of people, a lot of young people nowadays want to go into quant finance. So in terms of getting that internship and or getting that job, I don't know exactly what, but how were you able to achieve that, especially with your background not really being in that sort of field, finance field?
Yeah, so one thing I would like to include, like in finance, normal like institutes like people with diverse background,
Mhm.
because it brings like diverse perspective, and it actually help to build like meaningful system or meaningful teams. And talking about my role in quant, so one thing is for sure that you should have like interest in mathematics,
Yeah.
because uh, everything is will be starting with that. You
Sorry,
should be able to.
I think I
Okay.
missed that. Sorry, after you said something about interest in mathematics, you kind of
Yeah.
broke up. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Yeah. So what I was telling that you should have like sense of like idea like how different patterns work, or by just looking at number, if you can see, okay, there are few patterns in the numbers. I
Yeah,
think such type of understanding will really help. Definitely, you are not doing that as part of your job,
yeah,
but that understanding will really help. So
hmm,
I think that's level zero, I will say,
mm,
where it's your interest and understanding. Second layer is so when we talk about stats, it's start with probability, right?
yeah,
Normal distribution, and then it uh, continue with more and more advanced topics. So definitely you should have theoretical knowledge about
mhm,
those stuff, because those are like building blocks.
yeah, yeah,
Uh, in the next layer now, programming will come,
hmm,
because you are working with uh, mm, mostly like millions of records
Hmm.
together. So any like Excel or any kind of tool will not be possible. You should have like hands-on experience with, let's say, Python, R, sometime C, C++ if you want to go into high frequency trading.
Mm, okay, okay.
So that's level, or like I can say layer three. And the fourth is real world applications. So there are many projects available in the market where which is building, let's say, the currency models or the rates models or high frequency trading models, and try to get few data from either Yahoo, or there are few government websites also available. Based on your project, you can identify your data source, build some model, and you know the last layer will be the back testing,
Hmm.
because definitely you have built something, but how you are going to test it, or how you will say, okay, I am 60, sorry, not 60, I'm like 75% accurate with 80% confidence. So I think
Yeah.
you should be able to communicate in this language, like in statistics language.
Hmm.
So these are the main building blocks.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. So I think quantitative finance is like a pretty big field, and obviously you
Yeah.
seem to be very experienced. So, and I'm not really the most experienced, but like I think you like really nicely explained how to start out and what you need to be at level zero that you were talking about. I think that was really insightful. And a little bit more into your past, you talked about doing research and mechanical engineering. So obviously, quantitative finance is completely different from that. But could you also talk about some of your experiences before quant and how the mechanical engineering and the research was like?
Yeah, sure. So, as part of research, I was included in 3 to 4 subjects, but out of that four, like three was related to like modeling only. So it's
Mm.
something similar to quant.
Oh,
So
okay.
as I told you, yeah, but I can let's say quickly go through that. So let's say as part of mechanical engineering, you're supposed to work with machines, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So in two of my research, I work with turbine,
Hmm.
and I work with engine.
Oh,
And basically, my task was to understand the system and build a model on MATLAB. So basically, let's say if you're taking one engine and if you have built a model over that, now
yeah.
I am changing my fuel. Instead of like normal gasoline, I'm introducing, uh, let's say, some amount of methane or like few other gases uh, in the liquid format as part of those gasoline, and how my engine will react, and basically how those cycle will look like, and what is the energy output,
Yeah, yeah.
energy efficiency. So such kind of similar with turbine. Let's say if I'm changing some design of my blades, what are the efficiency improvement we are gaining. So similar to those, like I was involved in, I published a paper for
Mhm.
like aerofoil shape. Airfoil is
Yeah.
nothing but if you like see your airplane from the side view, and
Mhm.
the shape of the wing is the airfoil. So
Yeah.
I published a paper on a like different kind of airfoil where if have like very minimum area to take off your flight.
Mhm.
So such kind of airfoil can help you to quickly uh, to take off, even though there is a very minimum runway is possible. So such kind of projects I was involved in, and apart from that, there was one neural network related projects in mechanical engineering. I think I should include that. That's very interesting. So
Mhm.
as part of that, So we were working with very costly material,
Oh, okay.
and to understand okay how that material will work, instead of doing multiple testing, we did like few testing and put those result into machine learning models,
Mm,
into one of the neural network, and basically that can identify that how that material will behave. So
mm,
instead of losing money uh, by just doing testing on that costly material, we use machine learning model to predict how that machinery should will go through, and how what will be the final dimension or something like that. So
mm,
yeah, like from starting, I was kind of involved into modeling
mm,
and quant, but in different domain.
mm.
And yeah, now I'm into finance. So again, like my domain is just getting shifted, but
Yeah.
core skills and methodologies are the same.
Okay, okay. That's a really interesting point to note because a lot of skills are transferable between what you do.
Yeah.
So I think just starting off and doing something is already a really big step, especially at a young age, because just learning those skills will, even if you decide to switch, you'll be able to use those when you pivot to a different thing,
Yeah.
right?
And
Yeah,
I know, like, let's say you started with one question, I think 5 years, 10 years plan, but I
yeah.
think even the HR were asking while during the interview, okay, what's your 5 year goal? And, but I think those
Oh,
are not relevant anymore.
oh, really?
World is changing every day.
Hmm.
It's really difficult to understand. Okay, how tomorrow will look like. Think about a person, let's say a computer science major, who has given his entire 4 years to understand Java,
Hmm.
but that skill is now entirely dependent on AI. Like AI can write entire code. Definitely, like some portion is important to understand the architecture and like to understand the context in your firm. But if you are just dedicating, enough skill which can be automated or which can be easily replaceable, I don't think that's a way of going. I think students should focus more on impact, which
Hmm.
type of impact they're making. Let's say try to understand problems. There are several problems around you, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, just try to use your skills to solve those problems. I think that's the best way to go, instead
Hmm.
of just focusing on one particular skills.
Okay.
And even while doing that, you will be able to understand, okay, which is the most crucial skills, and
Mm,
which could stay like in like next 5 years, 10 years. And
yeah.
after that, if you pick something, I think that's more thoughtful than just starting off. Okay, I will do this for next 5 years or 10 years.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I think that's obviously true, especially as a quant person. Day-to-day life is probably like there's a lot of dynamics and a lot of changes that are happening. So I think that advice really reflects a lot about you. Just another quick question though, in terms of mechanical engineering and like the turbine stuff that you were talking about, how did you get started on like CAD design and like or if you even did that, like how did you get started on that sort of thing? Because obviously a lot of aspiring mechanical engineers, CADing is like a really big point
Mhm.
in that, and they start off doing that. So how do you get started?
So yeah, let me remember. So yeah, in my first year of my degree, actually, I started with very simple AutoCAD designing, where I was doing okay, just like 2D level stuff. So
Mhm,
it can give me idea of different terminologies inside the software. So I can say that was the first step, like okay, build something in 2D.
mhm,
Then in next stage, okay, you will start with 3D designs, and I think um, as part of 3D design, then you will also think about different kind of material. Let's say if you are into fluid science, the type